The deadline heated up with the November 12th edition of NXT, including multiple Iron Survivor Challenge qualifiers and a Women's North American Championship match. Fallon Henry defended her newly won title against former champ Kalani Jordan. Wesley and Cedric Alexander, Javon Evans and Lexis King, and Cora Jade and Sol Rucker were all involved in qualifiers. But we started things off with Julia and Stephanie Fakir against Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson. They survived the best offensive flurry of Legend and Jakara and finished the fight with stereo knee strikes to Jackson. While this didn't quite reach its peak, both women delivered and teased a much bigger contest down the line with greater stakes. Legend and Jackson have improved greatly in recent months, and it showed here. They were toe-to-toe with veteran talent who let them shine. The right women won as they prepare for the Iron Survivor Challenge, but NXT should not lose track of Legend and Jackson as one of the top dummies in WWE right now, as we've seen with their main roster involvement. But I would give it 6 out of 10. We then got Cora Jade versus Sol Rucker in the Iron Survivor qualifier, and they went back and forth. However, an accidental connection on the turnbuckle where the previously injured knee set out Jade for a snuggles match and a shocking loss. The match deserved for more than the 3 minutes they got based on talent action. Rucker and Jade had a chemistry and moving smoothly through this before the result. It was genuinely shocking that Jade lost. She had been a set-up as a potential NXT Women's Champion since her return, including an established rivalry with Julia. Rucker has a talent to stand out in the Survivor Challenge, but she's not going to win. Hopefully NXT has a strong idea about the heel side of the match, with the most established non-champ out. So yeah, this was definitely a shocking result, one I didn't see coming. Be interested to see if she managed to get her way in it somehow. But yeah, looking forward to seeing how Brooker does in the match nonetheless. Before we got another qualifier, Wesley against Cedric Alexander. Wesley was shocked by resilient Cedric Alexander, but did not lose steam. He finally sealed the victory with a running Meteora. Lee and Alexander fought hard in this match, so it was clear throughout that Lee was going to win. Even with a surprise kickouts, Alexander was never close to victory. However, predictability is not a bad thing when the right man wins. Lee needed this, and he's now the clear favourite in the men's Survivor Challenge. The disappointing element of this match was the finish. They seem to indicate Lee is moving away from the cardiac kick. His running Meteora did not look like a strong finisher. So yeah, I'll give it a 7 out of 10 for me. I thought it was alright, but probably between two of the best talents in NXT, and maybe could have been taken to the next level, but of course only for a TV match at the time they given. I thought they did a very good job, and yeah, the right winner for me, 7 out of 10. Andre Chase was then interrupted by Trick Williams to make clear he wants the next shot at Ridge Holland. Trick was ready to offer Chase an NXT Championship match, but Holland marched out. Trick wanted made a number contenders match next week between Chase and the British wrestler. Holland also wanted Chase to win if he defeated the Professor. This was oddly scripted, despite Trick selling the audience on the match to come. In particular, it made little sense after months of turmoil and growth for Chase to offer the Chase U like it was nothing. Still, the end result is a great sell for next week. The Professor's entire legacy is on the line to get the biggest title opportunity of his career. The contest could be significantly better than the ambulance match at Halloween Havoc, just by stakes alone. And yeah, very intriguing development. I'll be devastated if Chase U goes, but it seems like that's the way it's heading. Before we got Nikita Lyons against Adriana Rizzo. Rizzo tried to bring the fight to Lyons, but she still fell to the Lyons roll. Afterwards, Rizzo blasted Lyons with a crowbar to the back. Lyons and Rizzo just didn't have much chemistry here, and it was an ugly match that shouldn't happen again. Perhaps a stipulation match would go better, because it just didn't work this one. A small silver lining is that Rizzo does look better in stretches than she has before. She just couldn't get on the same page with Lyons, who has struggled since returning. Lyons still needs the win here, as Rizzo's yet to show she has really this serious contendership. But yeah, I'm going to give this a 5 out of 10. We then got Iron Survivor qualifier Javon Evans against Lexis King. Lexis King got frustrated late in the match after giving Javon Evans too much leeway. The young OB took advantage with a super kick and corner sprint road corkscrew. This was the most involved match, but King has really looked better. He's guided the action along, highlighted by a strong focus on doing things right. Much like the earlier qualifier, the right winner was also the obvious one. So this wasn't the most dramatic contest. Evans was never going to lead. The current rival were already qualified. The best signs of positive progression came from King. He might have turned a corner in NXT. This face run may be what pushes him to relevancy, and fingers crossed, because yeah, this was definitely a step forward. So on the whole, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. I thought this was pretty solid stuff. Before we got Fallon Henley against Kalani Jordan, they went to war in a more competitive rematch from Halloween Havoc. However, the interference of JC Jane and Nick saved the day and set up the Famouser for the win by Henley. This was significantly better than the Havoc contest, which was more about the moment than the pure action. I think, just having Fallon maybe just helped too. The first match proved the chemistry between Jordan and Henley. Tuesday is where they kicked up a notch. However, the second bout is not the last. Hopefully, Henley could not lose here, but NXT has shown that these two have good chemistry and that there's a clear trust in Jordan. She sold why she could regain her gold while making Henny look much more dangerous threat as a champion. The promise of facial influence is finding payout as all three women have levelled up with the championship involved. So yeah, I thought this was a really strong ending. 7 out of 10. And overall NXT gets a 6 out of 10 from me. I thought it was a pretty solid episode of NXT this week, I have to say. Really enjoyed some of the action. The first match was great between Jordan. The last match was great between Jordan and Henry. I thought some of the qualifiers were really strong as well. Some positive signs with characters such as Lexis King. So yeah, on the whole, I thought it was strong stuff. That's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on our socials. Link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.